How to build a balanced plate, macronutrients 101. Have you ever wondered what is the perfect amount and type of food I should consume? Are you struggling with the process of eating too little but never gaining weight, or being addicted to junk food and having zero energy throughout the day, with irregular sleep being your best friend? If you have, then you are definitely not the only one. And in this video, we're going to talk about how to build a balanced plate thanks to using the three main macronutrients that we can find in our food: carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. People usually tend to underestimate the power of a good diet, and that is why we are going to explain how to build a perfectly balanced plate in order to be in the best shape possible no matter what issue you are dealing with in your life. But before we go into the perfect plate, we need to talk about the macronutrients. What are they? Where can they be found? And how are they helping your body be at its optimum? Macronutrients and micronutrients are basically two of the things that our body needs in order to function properly. And the main difference is that macronutrients, based on their name, need to be involved in a much larger number compared to micronutrients, which are mostly vitamins and minerals. Macronutrients are separated into three categories: carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. And each type of food contains one more than the other, which is why it is very essential for you to understand how you can balance your meal in order to get your body in the perfect shape. What is very important about macronutrients is that they have different effects on different processes in your body. For example, if you were to put yourself on the keto diet, your body wouldn't run on carbohydrates but on fat, a macronutrient that provides energy for short-term activities. Therefore, you might want to eat more frequently, but in lesser amounts in order to keep yourself in an active stance, as your body will enter a process of ketosis, when it will start to burn fat instead of glucose for energy. This might be harmful for your brain because it is the only organ that thrives on carbohydrates, but that is a topic for another video. Before we go to the perfectly balanced plate, let's mention some foods that contain most of the macronutrients. For example, fish is a low-fat, high-quality protein, and apart from that, it contains a lot of omega-3 fatty acids and vitamins B2 and D. It keeps your entire blood vessel system healthy, and it provides a lot of energy during workouts or everyday activities as well. If you want to eat more carbs, then you ought to eat grains: bread, pasta, cereal, beans, nuts, potatoes, bran, etc. And if you want to keep your brain in a high-level working mode, you need to eat lots of unsaturated fats, like the ones found in nuts, seeds. You need to keep yourself away from foods like chips, crackers, because they are the main causes of stubborn belly fat, and they do not give a lot of energy throughout your daily routines. And we must not forget the fibers, as they are very good for keeping everything in your body the way it should be. It helps you clean your body as well as slowing the rate of sugar absorbed in the bloodstream. Fiber is usually found in veggies such as asparagus, green beans, broccoli, and they tend to come as a side order with a main dish, the one rich with protein and healthy fats. So what would your perfectly balanced plate look like? We want to talk about the perfectly balanced plate, which consists of 44 to 78 grams of fat per day, 0.75 grams of protein per kilo of weight, and 225 to 325 grams of carbs per day. Now keep in mind that these are optimal numbers and they are not as respected as you'd hope for in different diets, such as the keto diet or the example of gaining weight through adding healthy calories to your diet. You also need to pay attention to the kinds of fats that you are eating, such as saturated ones are less healthy and can pile in your blood vessels, leading to atherosclerosis, hardened arteries that make the blood flow harder due to the state of the vessels, indirectly affecting the blood pressure with which the heart will pump more blood. In order for you to prevent these diseases and processes from happening, you have to have a balanced meal. And one of the most standard balanced plates that you have come across in your life is half fruits and vegetables, 1/4 whole grains or starches, and 1/4 protein-rich foods. Your plate can also consist of thirds of carbs, proteins, and vegetables, or even half a plate of carbs and half a plate of vegetables or protein depending on what you want to achieve in your diet. A balanced meal is not something that is universal or can be applied to every human being. As I mentioned earlier in this video, you have to have your priorities straight before you set sail on this voyage. For example, if you're trying to gain weight while also hitting the gym, you need to eat more protein and carbs because protein is the main component of newly grown muscles, whereas carbs will give you more than enough energy to hit the gym more consistently day after day. On the other hand, if you're looking to lose weight by not being that active, a balanced meal would be one of the full proteins and unsaturated fats. as your body will turn into ketosis and burn that extra fat that you have stored in various parts of it, such as the belly, the back, and the legs. Therefore, our conclusion would that be, depending on what you are wanting from your body, you need to keep your diet in that order because, as the old saying goes, you are what you eat. If you want to know more about health-related topics, make sure to like our video and subscribe to our channel.